I'm sitting there like, how am I in this situation? I told you what I was going to do. You told me, okay, I meet a woman and now...
Because you wasn't supposed to go through with it. It was a test, my guy.
This is why Mrs. Newsom tell y'all should not be saying relationship goals to famous couples. Now, let me get on y'all ass for Devale and Khadeen because they're not going to do it, but I got time. Because obviously y'all still young as fuck, dense, and if y'all are old and y'all are making these clips of a 3-year-old ass podcast and the shit that happened before those 3 years, because this was when they first got married, the 2 years in until when they first got married, I would need y'all to shut the fuck up, especially if you ain't got no ring, bitch. And don't come for me for them motherfuckers who have had, no problems like that in their marriage. Nobody is saying to put up with it. Nobody is saying that you have to go through that for your marriage to be strong. But everybody's story is not the same. Obviously, we're all fucking human. What are y'all not understanding? I love how open Khadeen and Devale is. And for y'all motherfuckers who've been sharing their pictures all this time talking about relationship goals, y'all couldn't have never listened to none of their podcasts or shit. Now let's get into the part of the podcast that y'all didn't clip about Devale and Khadeen Ellis.
And that's really why, for us, it's important for us to tell people the whole story.
Yeah.
No, so many people just like, you're going to talk about infidelity, you're going to talk about money problems, you're going to talk about unplanned pregnancies. Yes, you want to know why we're going to talk about that? Because we went through it.
That means
and even though we went through it, we still here.
And like I said, just because Devale and Khadeen went through that, year 2 of their marriage, because she was going through so much hormonal stuff. She had just had her second baby, wasn't it? I think he said. His sex drive was out of this motherfucking world. He had just lost his NFL position. Money was tight and he was feeling less of a man because Khadeen was working. So I don't like when y'all clip shit, y'all don't clip the right shit. Y'all clip the little messy part. But y'all know me, I'm gonna give it all straight. Now, I've told y'all 1,000 times on my platform the shit that me and my husband have been through. Not while we were married, but before we got married, when we was 18 and 19 years old. 18, 19, 20. Like, they were 25 and they were still young as hell during this time. Even Devale say at one point he don't even know why Khadeen stayed married to his ass in his 20s. Now let's get into this part, even though it's not important who gives a fuck, but let's get into this part of the interview as well.
But she didn't like that another woman had my attention.
Yeah.
Right. And in turn, to get back at him, I was seeking attention from somebody else too. So we were both in a really messed up place because it was like a tit for tat.
But he ain't trying to go beat up your dude.
So again, don't come for Devale and Khadeen Ellis. This podcast was 3 years ago. What happened between them was their second year of marriage in their 20s. These people have grown, and why the fuck would y'all be bringing up bullshit? Even though they've opened their hearts to y'all, so obviously they don't give a fuck. And if y'all didn't watch that whole podcast interview, go watch it, because Devale also said something about y'all sit on social media and project the shit y'all been through in y'all life and the shit y'all can't overcome. Shit like that. But like I said, they went through some things, they overcame it, and hopefully them speaking on it and being so vulnerable, the way y'all making fun of it anyways, they just being vulnerable, and hopefully it helps a man that decides he wants to have a side chick or cheat or whatever the case the fuck is. And again, Devale did not have sex with that woman. Let's make that clear. He says it in the interview if y'all go watch the whole thing. Did y'all see that Khadeen is really Fatima? Khadeen is really Geneva.
A funny story.
Why would you want it like that?
And you know how many people come to us and say, oh my God, girl, what was your prayer? Because I needed a vow.
Yeah.
Or like, oh my God, how'd you get your Khadeen? And I was like, listen, this is 20 years in the making, y'all.
And they don't.
Did you hear what Khadeen Ellis said? It is hard fucking work. Marriage is hard work. A relationship is hard fucking work. That's why a lot of them don't last, because nobody wants to put in the fucking work. And no, we not talking about cheating and shit. Y'all don't even want to respect the motherfucker.
You know what? Sometimes I listen to what we say, and I don't know why you were with me when I was 25. I can't figure it out.
Because she was 25.